You don't have to look far to find different methods of heat transfer. You just have to go to your kitchen. So here we're going to look at two different types. We're going to look at conduction and convection. First, I'm going to show you conduction. So here we have our stove, and underneath there's this very hot burning coil. So it's transferring heat to the frying pan through direct contact. That's conduction. So the pan is going to get hot just by sitting on the heat source. Just same way when we go to heat our food, by putting the food on the hot frying pan, that heat is conducted into the food and then begins to cook it. If we look over here, we also have conduction occurring. Again, the hot coil is transferring heat to the pot, which is then heating the water inside. And we're going to get this really boiling here so you can see some convection currents. If you want to come closer, convection currents are when we get a fluid that's hot and the heat rises. It makes the magma, the air, or in this case the water begins to rise. And you can see the bubbles starting in here. When the heated water rises to the top, it cools off and it sinks back down. And then it heats up again as it gets closer to the coil, rises, and then it sinks again as it cools. So you get this current going. It's called a convection current. So back to conduction. If I have this boiling pot of water here, and I have a plastic spoon, a wood spoon, and a metal spoon, and I put them all into the boiling water, if I were to leave for 5 minutes and come back, which one of these spoons do I not want to touch? We talked about specific heat and the energy that it takes to heat certain items. If we have wood, plastic, and metal, which one is going to heat up the quickest with the least amount of energy and time? So we have here in our kitchen, conduction and convection. Radiation is a method of heat transfer that does not rely upon the contact between the heat source and the object being heated. In this case, the heat source is the fire and the heated object is me. I don't have to physically touch the fire to feel its heat. I can just kind of hover around it. This is similar to how the sun's heat heats the earth. Radiation.